Reducing runoff from farm fields has been a challenge for centuries.
It's fifth generation, 350 cows, 1,100 acres of land.
For farmers like Jeff Andrus,
some of this stuff's been around a long time.
Erosion of fertile soil hurts his business and dumps high levels of phosphorus into our lakes.
I was raised with the idea that you need to be responsible, and soil erosion wasn't acceptable. You need to take care of the land. Taking care of the land means taking care of the water.
15 years ago, Jeff updated his family farm using new technologies and techniques to improve conservation.
So we like the strip crop. Behind me is a relatively rolly hillside with strips of different crops that were grown in it. The alfalfa is the green. The dark brown fields are actually fields that have been harvested. Alfalfa usually lasts for 4 years, so that ground will not get disturbed or tilled for 4 years. That really helps hold the soil in place. But if you look through the field, all the different ravines, they all feed into that waterway, and they direct that water and channel it to bring it to the drainage ditch in a safe order without eroding the field. The other thing that we do, we buffer our drainage ditches where there's water to allow a little bit more safety when we apply chemicals, apply fertilizer, and apply manure.
Another method, no-till farming, a way to plant crops without disturbing the soil. It's a work in progress as farmers test out new ideas every year.
What we're doing here is we're applying manure with an injection system. Actually injects the manure about 6 inches into the ground. We'll be monitoring this field for 5 years.
In this field, he also applied winter cover crops by plane into standing corn.
The idea here is to see if the ryegrass will be able to green back up and hold the soil in place.
Jeff is a member of the Yahara Pride Farms organization, now working to educate and motivate other farms to get on board. The single most exciting development in lake cleanup efforts spawned from Wisconsin's new phosphorus rule. It allows communities, businesses, and agricultural producers to work together to develop strategies that reduce phosphorus.
Returning water to the environment and then putting phosphorus control practices on the landscape.
It's called adaptive management.
This is probably the most exciting project I've ever worked on at the district, and I've been here 31 years.
The Madison Metropolitan Sewerage District has taken the lead on this innovative approach to water quality.
We probably removed about 95% of the phosphorus.
Looking at the overall watershed for the most cost-effective ways to control fertile nutrient runoff. 21 area stormwater utilities are now on board, as well as government and non-government partners. The new organization, Yahara Wins, is focused on the effort.
The whole idea of bringing 30 municipal entities together and working in the same sandbox on a project that has environmental consequences is just absolutely fascinating.
Right now, it's a 4-year pilot project in the 6 Mile Creek area north of Lake Mendota. With a willing contingent of farm producers and sophisticated USGS monitoring stations, a focused and concerted effort to make this work is underway.
The hope is to move from a pilot project to a full-scale project in 2015-2016.
And with an additional $59 million investment in the full watershed implementation in the balance, there is no more important time in our lake's history than the next 3 years.
The power of working together is just absolutely incredible, and I think we'll accomplish great things.
The Madison Isthmus and surrounding metropolitan area mean urban practices to control stormwater runoff and reduce pollution are also a high priority. An estimated 600 outflows from city streets are aimed at the nearest water body and carry with them debris, eroded soil, and leaves.
Probably our biggest effort is in terms of leaf collection. We've been doing leaf collection for decades. One of the problems is we don't know what is the best way to handle leaf collection. So we're going to do a study. We'll do a number of different formats for collecting leaves, see which one is the best in terms of reducing the runoff into the lakes.
in Fitchburg.
What you see here is our community rain garden.
It was the first community to win the Goldwater Star Award for the city's efforts to manage stormwater.
We offered residents rebates if they were to sign up for stormwater, rain barrel, community garden type initiatives. Our community is very proactive in working with residents, also businesses, commercial, even some of our farmers, to really get in front of these stormwater issues to make sure that our footprint is not too negative on the lakes.
And in Monona,
I declared 2012 as the year of water.
the city's doing a number of different projects to engage residents.
A water conservation challenge that we have a contest that's ongoing the year of 2012 where people compete to reduce their consumption from 2011 to 2012. In honor of Lake Monona, we had a water walk with several hundred participants. I'm fortunate to be mayor of a city that gets it.
Each and every one of these efforts helps reduce the nutrients and water volume going directly into our lakes.
For decades, I've shared the hope and the dream of Madisonians that we could do something to reverse what's going on for well over 100 years and to be part of a solution that says, instead of watching the lakes slowly die, we are going to bring them back to what they were.
Emerging technologies in agriculture hold promise for more effective ways of reducing the amount of phosphorus on the land and in the waterways.
In Dane County, we have one manure digester and we have another that we're developing.
This exciting technology provides a home for the growing amount of phosphorus-intense cow manure. In Wanakee, the community digester processes manure from 3 nearby dairies.
It takes manure, it basically ferments it, and it creates a gas which can be burned and used to power electric generation. But then also our plant in Wanakee, we have a process by which we can remove 60 to 65% of the phosphorus from that manure.
The county is about to begin construction on a second plant in the town of Springfield. Its technology can remove 100% of the phosphorus while creating green energy.
100% is a game changer.
And MG&E plans to purchase all of the energy from the plant. A win-win for everyone involved.
As a community energy company, one of the things we like to do is make sure that some of our energy actually comes from the community that we serve.
The beauty of this type of operation is it helps dairy operators easily deal with the massive amounts of manure produced. It helps reduce the intensity of phosphorus that is returned to the fields as fertilizer, and it creates green energy from a fuel source never dreamed of.
A lot of research has gone into this. We know how to do it. We know what needs to be done. And what's exciting about right now is that everyone in the community is coming together to make this dream a reality and to clean up our lakes.